Airplane mode doesn't have to mean boredom. These offline games are perfect for relaxing mid-flight, whether you're cruising over clouds or just trying to forget how small the armrest is. Let's dive into the best games to make your flight fly by. Pocket Rogues is a dungeon crawler that's basically pixelated chaos in your pocket. Every run is procedurally generated, meaning you'll never walk the same deadly hallway twice. What's behind that door? Probably something that wants to end your whole career. You choose a class, gear up, and dive deep into dungeons full of traps, monsters, and loot. And yes, you will die. A lot. But that's half the charm. The combat is snappy, the loot is addictive, and every failure just makes you want to charge back in swinging. The best part? It's fully offline. No Wi-Fi, no problem. Just you, a sword, and a whole lot of very stabby skeletons. If you're craving console-quality racing while you're 30,000 feet in the air, Grid Autosport is the real deal. This isn't some casual kart racer. This is full-throttle, high-performance motorsport in your pocket. You'll take on a variety of disciplines, from street racing to open wheel, with cars that handle like butter. If butter was extremely fast and occasionally sent you spinning into a wall. The controls are sharp. The graphics are stunning. And yes, no internet needed. It's fully offline and packs enough content to make your flight feel like a pit stop. Warning, just make sure you don't tilt your phone too hard mid-turn and elbow your seatmate. They probably won't understand the stakes. Monument Valley 3 continues the series' tradition of turning architecture into mind-bending puzzles and visual poetry. You guide your character through impossible landscapes where stairs go nowhere and walls fold like origami. The art is stunning, the music hypnotic, and the puzzles, well, let's just say your brain will get a gentle workout without breaking a sweat. It's the perfect offline companion for a flight. Calming, beautiful, and just challenging enough to keep your curiosity soaring. Plus, the story weaves in a charming narrative that makes you feel like you're part of a living painting. No Wi-Fi required, just pure, portable wonder.
Blades of Deseron drops you into a rugged medieval fantasy world, not the stars, where warring kingdoms clash over a war-torn valley. You step in as a fledgling warrior leading a ragtag band of soldiers across Brar snow, steppes, deserts, and forests. Expect fast-paced, 2D action combat, 10v10 battles, swords clashing, axes swinging, and every enemy you face demanding your full attention. The campaign mode gives you real stakes. Conquer castles, recruit loyal fighters, and carve your own path across the continent. It's about strategy, timing, and building a force that can survive brutal skirmishes. The pixel art visuals and faction-specific aesthetics add texture and depth to every battle map. Best of all, Blades of Deseron works offline. No Wi-Fi? No problem. Pack it for long flights or train rides. Just you, your blade, and a land begging to be conquered.
If you've ever dreamed of running your own pizza joint without the risk of setting off the fire alarm, good pizza, great pizza is here to deliver. This charming, offline time management game lets you toss dough, add toppings, and satisfy quirky customers with exacting orders, all while upgrading your shop and unlocking new recipes. It's simple, addictive, and surprisingly relaxing, making it a perfect way to pass the time on a flight without needing Wi-Fi. Bonus points if you master the art of the perfect slice before your plane lands, because who doesn't want to brag about being a virtual pizza pro at 30,000 feet? If your idea of a perfect flight includes planning parsnips and avoiding small talk with the stranger next to you, Stardew Valley has your back. This offline farming RPG drops you into a quiet little town with one goal: turn your overgrown plot into the farm of your dreams. But it's not just crops. You can raise animals, explore mines, fish, make friends, get married, and even uncover a few secrets along the way. It's like Animal Crossing and Harvest Moon had a beautiful, pixelated baby. The best part? It runs beautifully offline, so you can farm, fish, and flirt with the villagers while cruising over the Atlantic. It's cozy, it's addictive, and it might just make that 5-hour flight feel like a breezy afternoon on the porch. Look, sometimes you just want to watch monkeys pop balloons with absurdly advanced weaponry. And Bloons TD6 delivers that in glorious tactical chaos. It's a tower defense game where your towers are adorable monkeys, each with their own upgrade trees, special abilities, and questionable access to military-grade tech. The strategy runs deep. You'll be optimizing placements, timing abilities, and trying not to get overwhelmed by a literal parade of balloons. And yes, it plays beautifully offline, which makes it a perfect fit for a flight. Whether you're in for a quick burst or a deep strategy binge at 35,000 feet, Bloons TD6 will keep your brain buzzing and your inner tactician very, very happy.
All right.
Dead Cells is what happens when you mix tight combat, roguelite randomness, and a bit of sarcastic flair. You're a headless prisoner. Yes, really. Battling your way through a constantly changing dungeon full of enemies who are very enthusiastic about your demise. Expect fast-paced action, dodge-rolling chaos, and an arsenal of weapons that range from elegant swords to giant frying pans. Every run feels fresh, and every death teaches you something. Usually that you should have rolled a second earlier. It's brutally fun, endlessly replayable, and yes, it works offline like a dream. Perfect for blowing off steam mid-flight, especially if the guy in front of you reclined without warning. Just saying. Alto's adventure is like a warm cup of cocoa for your eyeballs. You play as Alto, a snowboarder gracefully gliding down endless snowy slopes, chasing runaway llamas. Because of course you are. But this isn't your typical endless runner. It's serene, it's beautiful, and it plays like a dream. The day-night cycle, dynamic weather, and soothing soundtrack create a zen-like vibe that's hard to put down. It's simple to play, hard to master, and perfect for unwinding on a flight when you've got no Wi-Fi and just want to zone out. No pressure, no stress, just you, the mountains, and the occasional backflip over a chasm. Pure altitude attitude. Limbo is one of those rare games that proves you don't need explosions or dialogue to make something unforgettable. You play as a nameless boy waking up in a shadowy forest on a journey to find his sister. But this isn't your average run-and-jump platformer. This world is dark, eerie, and full of clever, often deadly puzzles. The art style? A moody black and white silhouette that makes everything feel like a moving piece of minimalist horror art. There's no music, just the rustle of leaves, creaking machinery, and your own footsteps, which somehow makes it all the more immersive. It's perfect for a flight. No internet needed, just headphones and a willingness to get slightly creeped out at 30,000 feet. Trust me, you'll be thinking about this one long after you land. And there you have it. 10 offline gems ready to keep you entertained whether you're 30,000 feet in the air or just hiding from your Wi-Fi bill. These games prove you don't need a connection to stay connected. To great gameplay, that is. If you found something worth downloading, don't forget to like, subscribe, and maybe drop your own favorite offline game in the comments. I'm always on the hunt for the next no-signal masterpiece. This is Tap and Snap, and I'll see you in the next